Hey everyone, Hearted Shadow here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact in a sort of off-the-cuff early stream. Previously, I continued along with the story, threw the middle finger at me, and forced me to have to go off and do other quests just to progress through the main story, which I don't like. So, reason I'm doing this so early is because I want to get this stuff, but I can't if I don't finish the story. So I really need to hurry up and do this. And you know, I think for once I'm actually caught up with the events, at least for now. I haven't really worried about this Genshin onslaught in a while, so it is what it is. Let me see, I already got this, didn't I? Okay, yes I did, but well, I'm not gonna worry about the commissions right now. So, no, not that. So... Oh. You have got to be kidding me! Ugh. This is exactly what I mean! Oh wait, I didn't finish it, that's what it... Well, it's still annoying, though. Right. We were supposed to wait 2 days, because we were helping her prospector bot that happens to have a Fontanian core. But yeah, that's what I'm just like... This is exactly what I mean, though. I'm just like... I want to move on with the rest of the story, god damn you. Story, like... Well, at the risk of this turning into a bit of a rant video, I'm here like... Typically the way I like to approach things is get the main quest done first, or at least as much of it as possible, then do the stuff on the side. Nope. It's like the game wants me to essentially follow the order it wants me to, which does not make any goddamn sense to me. Which is kind of why I'm in this situation in the first place. Alright, so let's see if we can try this. Combine.
Why don't you take the reins, Traveler? It's super cool. You'll see.
Okay. Combine! Oh, okay.
Nice job! You've got some engineering chops, that's for sure.
Huh. I don't even know what I... Okay, God, I really hope... For some reason, it was giving me issues. It looked like the stream had stopped. I was just confirming on my iPod, like, okay, is it still going, though? Am I still live? And looking on my phone, it also says that I'm still live, so... I guess I am going to play through and assume it's working. I don't know what it is with my iPod, though, but anyway... I literally don't know what I did there, so thank you, I guess.
And thanks to you, I'm now the proud owner of the most advanced prospector bot in town.
Yep, because she can talk.
I expect good work out of you, little Chard. But don't worry, you'll be compensated.
Compensated how?
Like I care.
Right, apparently... She's just repeating stuff based on whoever created her or whatever. Like, this isn't her personality. She's just like copying whoever or whatever that person was and what they did and things of the like.
We gotta do something about that temper of yours. Maybe a little flour on your head will soften you up a bit.
Not sure how.
There. Much cuter.
Okay, let's take a look at Ainol's handiwork.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, Paimon, if you ever pick up stuff you have no use for, like screws and nuts and things, just bring them to me.
Just nuts and bolts. Just nuts and bolts. And hello there.
I can make them into flowers or use them to upgrade my console. Oh, and I don't expect you to hand them over for free. I pay good prices for scrap. You're gonna want to stop by every day.
Okay, but I just really want to get back to the story. I mean, it's not your fault, I know. I mean, I'm not mad at you. It's the people who made you that I'm mad at! Like, seriously, MiHoYo, just why?
Deal?
Yes, my eyes agree. Deal. Me and my eyes are agreeing to this.
Awesome! Turns out Ineppa was right all along. Everything is gonna be alright.
Right, her weird humor, or no, what am I saying? The humor thing was an anecdote. Okay, never mind. Although that was still very weird.
Good luck out there on your travels. I hope everything goes alright for you too.
Okay. So, now what? Okay, well... Huh. I didn't know I was so close to the end of this quest, but then again, like, I was so dead tired yesterday, that's not even funny. Okay. Finally! So let's actually see if I can finish the quest here before it's too late. But first I'm gonna take these. But yeah, it's like, I can never be mad at Aino.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Yes.
Listen! We've got updates on the wild hunt situation.
Pimin, when did you turn into Navi? Hey! Listen! Listen! Hey! Listen! Watch out! And that's what happened. Yep, and Flynn's might be our #1 person of interest.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's a Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens!
Right. Our other well, okay, well, the main concern here is the fact that our perp is one of the 5 sinners. And Flynn's might be up to something no good, but we don't know yet.
You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is.
I don't know what is either. But, well, do we even know, like, what works on this guy? Or how big he is? I mean, you never know. Maybe, like, cannon fire doesn't even work, and... I don't know what this is, so I can't tell you. I have not been keeping track, because... I've just lost track of it all. Like, everything just blends together at some point.
True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Ruru's super fast?
Right, or what if modern quote-unquote modern weapons don't even work on him.
Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down.
Are you sure about that? Like, even Nefa's like, oh, what are you trying to say?
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Well, to be fair, Aino's still a young child, so, I mean, you can't be too mad at her.
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kubaki, which we'll be shipping to Nashi Town.
Okay.
More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot.
Really? Then why don't we do that right now? Okay, no.
You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh?
Aino is just bloodthirsty. The bloodlust is real now. She just wants to fire the cannon and make things go boom.
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nagcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through.
Jeez. In that case, our firepower needs are in your hands. We'll continue to monitor the Wild Hunt's movements, and hope that Flynn's isn't doing anything shady.
Sure. Travel safe.
Thank you.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
What?
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nashi Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back.
Oh, jeez. What am I in for now?
Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices.
I'm sorry, what? Ugh.
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago?
Exactly! Like, we were there when the cannon was fired and everything seemed fine. Hold on just a minute here. Okay, I'm back now.
Yeah, it's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. And even then, only just now.
Jeez.
I'll send Anafa over to Nashi Town with some flowers later. He seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
Yeah, that's true. You don't think Flynn's murdered him, did you?
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Huh. Meaning they probably only would have done it just because of the position he holds, most likely.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Could it have been the Wild Hunt? Is Rarer actually afraid of the cannon?
Hey, what do you mean, actually?
Like I said, we don't know if it would work on him.
Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves.
Which I'm sure we will be doing.
Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Anetha?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
Alrighty then.
Alright, we'll see you later.
Okay, before we leave though...
Hang on. Weren't you supposed to bring me some candy? You said you would.
I don't remember saying that.
Sorry, but things happen kind of suddenly, so...
Paimon ate it all. She just, like, I don't want to hear another word from you.
Batch inspection complete. Approved. Next up.
Oh. Okay, Neff is just looking at me. Okay. Oh, no, not that. So, we're gonna go back to Nasha Town. Oh boy, 3 of my commissions are out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna head up over this way. Or am I thinking of the wrong one? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong ones. Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, I totally was thinking of the wrong ones. I don't know why. I was like, why aren't they glowing? It's like, that's why. It's not even the right ones. Oh.
This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that Ratnik guarding the door, though.
No, not unless we distract her.
Should we go speak to the guard first?
I mean, I don't see why, I don't see what harm it could do. At least not immediately.
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Uh, well, Nefer, nice to see you too.
Ah! Never! When did you...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then?
Yes, while we were passing by the Krumkake craft shop.
Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess?
Looks like the Wild Hunt is on the move.
Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well.
Yeah, like literally, like not even a whole day went by and he's already dead. Like, what the hell?
Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
Okay. Well, at least we'll have Nefer kind of backing us up, sort of.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Yeah. Do you know some secret way to get in?
Just follow me.
Maybe she does.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
I see she is a fan of the Mekakure lifestyle.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
What? You planned this, didn't you? Then again, I should not be surprised if she did.
All of them?
Yes, all of them.
The paperwork checks out.
Okay, and man, it seems like a lot of people like the Megakuri lifestyle, except, well, I don't know what the boy equivalent of that would be, like if it's still like the same term.
All right then. Enter.
It's like, well, for guys who are fans of cute girls with hidden eyes, you're living in paradise. Alright. What? I don't know why it never gives me, like... It tells me that, and then it's like, oh, okay, let me see what it says, and then it's like... That's freaking Fontaine! We're not doing that! So I don't know, like, why...
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the mora keeps rolling.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Oh.
For now, please keep the current situation confidential.
Okay. You say to Lumine as she's staring into your soul. Hold on, what's down here? Oh, okay. Nothing important. Okay, was that all that was here? Okay. Alright. Enter the Lightkeeper's office.
Paimon might have said this before, Never, but you sure do come prepared.
I know. She really thinks of everything.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Okay, so she definitely does have friends in high places, as I would expect.
Greetings. If you would allow me.
Yes, please.
The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Yeah. And obviously... So not like he, or, well, I guess the perpetrator aggressively broke in here. Nope.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
Which would, well, that would explain, like, how they were able to get in here unopposed. No one would suspect someone that's already supposed to be there. It could have been Rear in disguise, like how he turned into ether.
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident.
Oh? And what did they say?
Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
And then there's the fact that he uses a polearm as his weapon of choice. So... Damn, things are really not looking good for him right now.
Flint's?
Yes.
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Yeah, he's just been, from what we've heard, he's just been acting all kinds of distant and extra shady.
Very odd indeed.
I know.
So, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
Yep, and that's kind of like what I just said at the beginning of the stream, or close to the beginning.
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole.
I mean, he can do well on missions, but you never know. That could all just be a front. Then again, like, I have no idea. Like, I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt, but things are not looking good for him right now.
He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime.
And likewise, according to Aino and Enefa, really nobody had any kind of beef with him that would have led to such a thing like this, so...
But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Exactly. That's why I'm just here like, these are not doing him any favors.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen.
Okay. Hopefully I don't have to do another quest to accomplish this. Agreed. Okay, I guess we have to... we're already forced out.
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed.
Yes, and then there's the fact that, in addition, no one seems to be able to get a hold of him.
We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else.
Yeah, like, how exactly would we be able to do that? Like, it wasn't Flynn's, it was just a guy who was disguising himself as Flynn's. We can prove it! Except we can't.
Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
Yeah, is he taking a vacation somewhere? The first time I met Flynn's, I did notice there was something odd about his lantern. Some power concealed within it. Now that I think about it, that power is similar, or somewhat similar to abyssal energies I've encountered before. In the worst case scenario, Flynn's might be an entirely fabricated entity. So then, you're saying that there was never a real Flynn's to begin with. And yet there's the fact that he's a playable character. So, well, I guess you could say that sort of makes me question that. At least, there would have to be a real Flynn's, at the very least. Otherwise, we're apparently playing as some kind of crazy murderer. Or at least, you have the potential to be, because I haven't gotten him.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
It's got to be the latter.
Yeah. What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yes. Doing it in town where there are witnesses. And, well, essentially a place of business where people are going to be coming and going.
Yeah. They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Even if it were Rerir, though, his motives would be just as unclear.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
Yeah, because the moment people catch on, then they're going to be a little more on edge.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Exactly. How would you explain that one?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flints would not appear and get in his way during this time.
And why was he able to determine that?
We'd have to ask Flints ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself. Not yet, at least.
Yeah. Either way, things aren't looking too good for him unless we can have him clear his name.
And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flints long ago, and been living as him for some time now.
Oh, so then essentially, he killed him and took over his identity, or at least that's one theory. Not saying he actually did it, but regardless, we have to find him.
Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
And all the people that ship Flynn's and Lauma will be disappointed. But real talk though, like, yeah. There's no telling what would happen.
Steady now. Our friends should be back soon.
Oh?
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together.
Well, that didn't take a lot of time.
I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Well, your deeds will not go unrewarded.
Don't worry, you'll receive a top-class reward in return.
See? I don't know what that's gonna be, but hey, at least Nefer doesn't, leave any... What am I trying to say? Like, she's not gonna leave you high and dry for getting her useful information.
The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Yeah, no kidding. Then things will definitely get more messy.
Oh, right. Before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos.
Yes, because wouldn't we run into the risk of, like, everybody suspecting everybody and essentially everyone's going to be judging everybody, and it's like, well, to put it lightly, there would be unrest.
Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more opportunities to capitalize on.
Oh, that's what you mean.
And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts?
Okay, now she's kind of talking about what I meant, because... Exactly, you're not going to be able to trust anyone ever again, because literally at that point, anyone could be Rerir.
Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yep. You make a good point there, Nefer.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it, then. We've just gotta find Flint's.
Yep, and see what I tell you. She really does think of everything.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor trust in Flint's too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
Huh.
to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Oh, great. Now I have a tab.
Hey, you!
Well, not much I can do now. Okay. So, we are gonna go this way. Uh-oh. No. I'm not here right now. No! Yep. Yeah, you go back over there. Oh, great. God, where would that even be? Although, let's see, it's gonna trigger the moment I pass by this spot. No, not quite. Goat. Oh! Oh. Okay, I was almost like, are you actually gonna kick me? Oh. Okay, it's just right there. Okay, we're just gonna descend slowly. Well. I was gonna see if I could try to use Navia to just drop down onto these things, but...
Incoming!
Might as well mark this for later. Although I don't know where I'm going. Oh. Okay, maybe I was meant to go further. Kind of random that they would just put it there. Then again, Fontaine had a bunch of hydroculite randomly resting on top of mountains. Alright, there. Now I don't need to worry about my commissions. But I will have to worry about, you know, claiming the rewards afterwards. Okay, let's actually go ahead and continue the story. Okay.
Whoa! The fog's really rolling in. Quick, grab the light source.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, they wasted no time with that.
Is that a lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see.
Obviously, that wasn't there before, but then again, I was purposefully avoiding moving the story along.
Everyone hold hands. Allow me.
Show no mercy! Fire!
Well, with rocks. This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it. Some small device.
Oh. What could that be?
Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? Oh, we better take it with us.
Yeah, then again, we don't know how these things run. Like, it could be broken, it could have run out of energy, it could need some lamp oil. Who knows? Okay.
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
You're right. We don't know for sure. But either way, we might as well go over there. Oh, that guy just showed out of nowhere.
That's the way. Hey there!
Oh, forgot about you.
Show no mercy! You two! Time to end them!
A proper send-off from Messina with love. Coming
And then there was one. Another lantern. Okay, so this way.
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us. Quick, use the lantern.
Okay, let me see. Ghostly shadows haunt this area with a wild hunt. If you come into contact with too many of them, you'll be lost to the black mist forever, so be careful. That's encouraging. Continuously shine the light from Nefer's lamp on the ghostly shadows to dispel them before they get too close. Alright. So I guess like this. Yeah, I didn't see him until I was like, oh, let me look right ahead there, and oh, jeez. Okay. Might as well see if I can try and just eliminate all of them to be on the safe side. Oh, okay. You're closer to me. Okay, how about you guys? You're still kind of far away. I guess I must have misjudged the distance. And at least the game kind of warns you. Okay, that's cheating. Ugh, jeez. So you can't get rid of all of them, you just have to keep moving forward. Okay. Oh god, that was a cheap shot. Oh great. You better not be coming for me. Okay, you're not coming for me. Good.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern, now!
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
Is that why you were gone so long? And okay, well, so officially he's innocent, although how are we gonna prove that though, considering like things are really not in his favor?
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Let's find a spot to rest first. Yes, considering, well, obviously we can't see it here, but like, yeah, he definitely took quite a beating from him.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
No offense, though.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid.
You're most welcome, although we still kind of need some answers from you, though.
To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so.
Yep. Mihoyo literally forgot about that until Natlan.
Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
I don't understand it either. Just my constitution, I think. Yep, we will never know for sure how or why she has that ability. Or how she can interact with or resonate with the elements.
And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Yep, I guess not. I'm still kind of like weirded out by the raining effect here. Some of those drops that just freeze and then go back up.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
Yeah, no kidding. Did he corrupt it? Or, yeah, what's going on with that?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory.
Huh.
I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern.
Okay, well... So in other words, you're just interested in collecting random stuff, so that's how you got it. I mean, okay, everyone collects something, I'm sure, but I'm just like, what rotten luck that would be.
Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there.
Okay, now it just sounds like you were playing with fire.
It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what rarer clink belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
Which makes sense.
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely.
Except now he was this close to wiping the floor with you.
But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer.
Huh.
Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him.
What? So then, if this object is contaminated by the abyss, why carry it on your person?
And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have a good answer for that.
Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp?
Yeah, probably not then.
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, I'm still here like, huh.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistant to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Yeah, here's the thing. You're kind of a wanted man now. Or at the very least, you're a person of interest.
Well, no, but...
And that's what happened.
Ah. I see.
Can you think of a reason why Rerir would try to frame you?
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
And, well, such is a case for right now.
You mean this thing?
Uh-oh.
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
That's right. Well then... Okay, so Sosi had a device that could pinpoint the locations of anyone with a lantern. Who has it now? Like, does someone have it now? Are they gonna come find us?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
Oh, right, this isn't the one that Nefer gave us. It was the one that, okay, yeah, the one that we found just out there.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
One would hope not.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rerir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
So in other words, there would have been no way to just do that.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too.
Yep. It seems that way indeed. Meanwhile, Lumine is just looking on, sad.
You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission.
I mean, we didn't know him all that long, but we did at least get to spend some bit of time with him, albeit short.
Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family.
I wonder how they're gonna react to this.
He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
So that way he could go back to them.
Oh.
And now they're never gonna get to see him again.
But every year they would say, "Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer." He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow.
Lacking?
In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes.
Yeah, from the sound of it, he did such a good job that they probably felt like we can't afford to lose him. So instead of letting him go back home like he wanted, they're here like, no, just wait a little longer. Just, hold out for a little longer, and you'll eventually go back and, well, yeah, we know how that worked out now.
The higher-ups would think he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least.
Yeah, and kind of selfish now that we kind of know the flip side to that.
Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss?
So either way, it pretty much sounded like, yeah, everyone wanted him to stay there.
So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see.
It's a tragic story.
One that has played out many times throughout history.
Yeah, I don't deny that.
Another reason to take this Rerere's head.
Oh. Well, at least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
No kidding. Like, literally the only thing I can think of would be his position, or perhaps he saw or knew something that he shouldn't have. Otherwise, I don't even know.
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
But then, well, he didn't, like, that wasn't his... Okay, what am I trying to say here? It's not like he himself alone fired that cannon. He had help. Like, he had help from Lumine and Paimon. So...
Could you take me to the scene of the crime?
Probably. But you are a suspect in this case, unfortunately.
We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
Yeah, I'm just here like... In any case, Flynn's is a wanted man. But yeah, I'm just kind of here like... They would never make a character in a banner like kind of a main villain like that, at least not completely. Because, I mean, like, for the most part, the villains that are playable are the Fatui Harbingers, and for the most part, they're either... Well, I don't want to say that they're redeemed in some sense, but clearly they're going to be sticking around for the long term, just like Wanderer. And then Arlecchino, definitely. And I'm pretty sure Child will be as well, just based on his appearances. Oh. Wow, they put one of these things all the way up here. I never would have found that. Okay, well. Let me see here.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
Okay, send out everybody. Take me up. Oh, right, it's just... I already forgot.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see.
Yes. In fact, they were pretty much going to be sending out a squad to go look for you.
Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
That's pretty much what it seemed like.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Yeah, it's been kind of like one thing after another.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Okay.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
Yeah.
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
The see you later he just gave us.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got to trust him.
I mean, at this point, we kind of have to, though. Because we don't have anything else to go on, either.
Hello?
Hello.
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yes, cute woman with the hidden eye.
Yep, that's us.
Yes. Sorry, I know it's a bit late, but there's a couple things we'd like to take a look at. Not now, Labubu. Aside from the fact that you're named after a crazy doll that the world's going crazy over for no reason. I'm in the middle of something here.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains.
I don't think I want to know how you're going to accomplish that.
If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so.
Find anything new?
Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him.
What?
But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
Expert use of delaying tactics on her part. Excellent work.
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later.
Okay, well, she's still here.
For now, please keep the current situation confidential.
Isn't that what you said before? Well, in any case, let's step inside again.
Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again.
Yup. It's almost like we're just going to be riding on her coattails at this point.
But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on.
Yep. Like, there's only the one door here. And, well, I don't know about the windows.
Something the matter?
There's a strange light by the window.
Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, that's what I call going incognito.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark.
Hmm.
I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
I mean, Lumine does have very large eyes.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
What you just did, surely that can't be accomplished through elemental power alone.
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own.
Really now.
But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all.
Yes.
Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
Abyssal traces? Ah, yes, it is. It's very faint, but there is some residual power near the wound that feels identical to the abyssal energy that surged from Flynn's lantern.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
And that's one thing that could be accomplished.
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Noshatown. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants.
I'm just like... So, essentially, the Lightkeepers are just nothing but ants compared to him. I'm just thinking of that Zoolander moment. What is this? A place for ants?
Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned.
They said that the crime scene investigation is already complete. There should no longer be a need to keep this place exactly as is.
Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Oh, this is so frustrating!
Is that all? Have we really tried every angle? Found every clue? Lumine's eyes! Paimon, look at the flashing light on his arm.
You mean this?
I didn't notice that before.
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
But then... Huh.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon.
That's right. Although we don't have Bipu Beta to help us with this one.
It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating.
Right.
But the real problem is that...
When we were fixing the cannon, his arm was working just fine. Exactly. So in such a short amount of time?
Yeah, he even report.
Yeah, he pointed.
It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon.
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
Okay, this got a hell of a lot creepier, so... I mean, okay, it was already creepy, the whole thing that he was imitating Ether and leading Lumine through the whole labyrinth there. But now it's like, we were there with him helping with the cannon.
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
If something needed if something needed maintenance, you'd go register it with Nasha Town's repairman.
You mean Hintsa?
I never met him.
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh, well, actually, now I remember. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Okay, back again.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Oh. Man, that looks so crazy. Okay. Oh, it's right here.
I'm loving this treasure hunt.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
Okay, now I remember you. I'm sorry, I guess I just wasn't paying attention enough to your name before.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true?
Oh, he already knows.
You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her.
That's right. Hinsa was the one that made the mechanical arm for Yehoda, if I remember right. And he even said something to the effect of how, like, yeah, that Sosi's arm came from Aino.
As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job.
But then, what happened?
And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other.
Yeah, well, I'm sure all these sad faces can tell you otherwise.
What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hinsa. You have our thanks.
Yes. So we have some bit of a time frame to work with, although, you know, still some things to think about.
We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
I know. A lot is riding on this.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise.
Yes. Because obviously, his arm should not have been working at all by that point.
8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major.
Yep, 8 days, he placed the order, and then 5 days after that, the parts come in. Or... no. Yeah, it is. 3 days ago means 5 days into the 8 days. Meaning that, yes, that's kind of what we're looking at.
With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
If anything, he was basically wearing a glorified glove made to look like his mechanical arm, but nothing like it otherwise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm was actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right?
Pretty much.
Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
That means that the only thing he did as Sosi was fire the cannon.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended.
Yes. That much we've established.
But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies,
Firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
We've been on edge for too long, it seems.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate.
Indeed. Although, where are you gonna go?
We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
Want to rest a day in Nasha Town? Your residence is quite far away.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate.
And they will probably be expecting you if you show up.
My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Okay.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Ah, the nostalgia.
Yep, so it would seem.
Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time?
Yes, which is why I asked you to give it to me.
I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Rerir seems fixated on you. And you on him.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a Lightkeeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Come on, don't play games with me.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty, whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust.
At the very least, yeah.
Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae?
No, at least I haven't.
This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
Meanwhile, I had never heard any of it, so this is kind of all new to me.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki.
And that woman looks like she's giving you the side eye.
They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled.
Okay, never mind. I was like, why is she giving you the side eye? But, probably because she's trying to keep an eye on whatever's in front of her as well.
Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery.
And that's why you chose to become a Lightkeeper.
Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Okay.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Not gonna lie, but...
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
A backup copy?
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Yeah, that's why I was here. Like, they're probably gonna be waiting for you. Or they're gonna ambush you the moment you show up.
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout.
Okay. I guess that makes more sense now.
And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right, then. We'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier now that we know you better.
Yeah, and you're not so suspicious anymore. Like, we literally do know you better, and we can see you're on the level.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort.
Well, you know what they say. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a Fae.
Don't worry, I won't say a thing. Because Lumine barely talks anyway.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
Paimon, you're a bit more of a liability, though.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Good night, Flins.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Okay, he's literally just right here.
It's getting late. The situation is urgent, but rest is vital. Good night, both of you.
Yeah, I did see you sent me something on Discord, but obviously, like, I'm trying to power through this. So I'll answer you when I answer you. Oops, I just randomly walked onto the bed. Flynn's looks like he doesn't care. Meanwhile, Navia's just happy. Then again, that's Navia in a nutshell. Let's see. Dang it, though. I don't know how much longer this is going to take. Okay. She's like blending into his arm. Like, pfft. Oh my. I still hear that guy from before. Okay, well. Okay. I mean, I guess I don't see the harm in it. Just as long as you're not randomly trying to hop in while I'm trying to get some story stuff done.
By my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Yeah, I'm just here like, oh, jeez, though. I don't know. The only thing I can think of... Okay, let me see. How much more time do I have? 1 day and 17 hours, so that would put us at... Sunday... Monday... I'm gonna go on a limb and say, like, Tuesday before midnight? Or 3 a.m. or whatever. Whenever the reset is. 'Cause, yeah, I'm just like, jeez. I don't want to sacrifice streaming Star Rail, but I'm just here like, god damn it, this story just keeps going on and on. Which, that's not a problem, because at least I like the story and where it's going so far, but I'm also here like, I want to get these rewards, but it did not help that they kept on being like, oh no, you gotta do this first, because the characters that you need to talk to for like 5 seconds are involved in this whole freaking side quest that you have to do. Like, right now. Okay, well, the only thing I can think of doing then would be seeing if I can stream on Monday and Tuesday. That's probably the only other thing I can think of. In any case, next time, and assuming that I can stream on Monday or Tuesday, or possibly even both, I am hoping we can finally finish this story. But we'll have to see. But in any case, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with whatever else I do. Later, folks.